started picking up as of late, but I'm just happy being in the NBA and definitely happy being here at All-Star Weekend.
We always hear about initiations for rookies. What have the guys done to you to welcome you to the league?
The funny thing, I really haven't done anything crazy. I don't know if I should be telling you that, and they might see this and get some ideas, but all I have to do is really get water during practice for guys and 5-hour energy for games. That's not too bad, is it?
I think they're taking it easy on you.
They're taking real. That's not too bad. So we're going to keep that on the hush, though. But that's all I got to do, though.
What do you like to do away from the game to kind of relax and unwind right now?
With the schedule so hectic, you just sit at home and you rest. I sit at home, rest, play a lot of video games. That's one thing I do. Play a lot of video games, and I tweet a whole lot.
What video game do you excel at in particular?
All of them. I would have to say all of them, but NBA 2K10, I think I'm pretty good at that game.
I want to ask you about Syracuse. Off to an amazing start. How impressed are you with the alma mater, what they're doing?
Oh, I'm very impressed. Coming into this year, a lot of people were saying it's going to be a down year, and I think a lot of guys over the summer took that as a big knock on their games. So they came in with a huge chip on their shoulder to prove everybody wrong, and they've been playing outstanding.
What about Andy Routen's, your relationship with him, and how did he help you when you were at Cuse?
Oh, man, he shoots the lights out the ball. He's a true leader. I think he's one of the big reasons we won that 6 overtime game with a lot of clutch shots that he hit. So, without Andy Routen's hitting a lot of jump shots and getting me a lot of assists throughout the course of the season, I don't think I'd be here.
Do you think he'll be in the NBA next season?
I think so. You put him on a team that has a great point guard or has a team with a good low post presence that can kick out the shooters, he definitely going to find his niche in the NBA someday.
He ever tell you stories about his own dad, Leo, playing for Syracuse years ago?
You always hear about that with Andy. You always hear the question, who's better and things like that. But Andy's been making his own name and he's been doing really well.
Okay, thanks, Jonny.
All right, no problem.
Hey, Jonny. It's been a couple months since the draft diary, over at Dime, but want to, connect in. So talk about so far, what's the biggest surprise for you been this year?
The biggest surprise is the traveling. Coming into this year, I wanted to travel so much. Like, I always wanted to travel. But then, I think 3 weeks, a month into the season, I'm like, man, this traveling is too much for me. You get in the hotel at 3 a.m. Coach doesn't care. You got to wake up for a 10 a.m. shoot-around. It just gets so tiring, but I love it, though. I won't want nothing else.
So you were talking about Cuse already a little bit, but do you think that they can win the national title this year?
Without a doubt. They have the inside play. They have the shooter, leader, Andy Routen's. They have a superstar in Wesley Johnson. They have good bench production. So when you bring all those things together, it makes for a great team, and they're playing well.
So I knew you were already a sneakerhead before coming to the league, but you got on, little something, light work.
Just throw on real quick.
How deep's the collection nowadays?
Oh, it's pretty crazy. I think since I got into the NBA, I might have got about 200 more pair of sneakers, like just 200 more pair of shoes. So now I'm a sneakerhead. I love sneakers, man. I really love sneakers.
And last question, so about Twitter, who's your favorite follow on Twitter?
My favorite follow, I would have to say, there's a lot of them. It's a lot of them. I like following Brandon Jennings, I must say. He say some funny stuff. Brandon Jennings or either Lil Duval, the comedian, or Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart, I think, is probably the funniest. I like to find on Twitter.